Our defendant is running a little late. Hello, bailiff.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me today.
Of course.
Please go ahead and state the courtroom rules.
Okay. So, good afternoon. My name is Juana. Today I will be serving as your bailiff in the Save with Justice Court. At this time, I will publish the courtroom rules. To the audience, please turn off all cell phones. No food in the courtroom. Water is the only thing acceptable. Please no cursing and be respectful in the courtroom. If spectators need to step away, please do quietly to avoid disrupting the participants. Please rise. The court of Save with Justice is now in session. The Honorable Judge Donna Cooks is presiding.
Thank you very much. Can everyone but the jurors may be seated. May I please have my clerk request the box? I will need to swear everyone in. Thank you, bailiff. Thank you, clerk.
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Let me bring the jurors in so you can swear them in. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Hey guys, how are you? Thank you for being here. Please state your name for the record, and the clerk is going to swear you in.
I am Juror 3, also known as a distraction.
Thank you.
Juror number 4, Growler Down Under.
Thank you.
Jury number 5, Royal MF Goddess.
Thank you.
Will y'all please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that you will truly listen to this case and render a true verdict and a fair sentence as to this defendant? Juror 3, Yes. Juror 4,
Yes.
and Juror 5.
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to replace you guys shortly. 1 second. Juror 1, you're a little late. Juror 5, thank you. You can dismiss yourself for a moment. Thank you, Juror 6, for being here.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you? I believe I'm missing one person. Am I correct, clerk?
I think that was it. Oh, no, yeah, Juror 2.
Yes. Juror 2, are you going to be in attendance today? Should we need to hold you in contempt? Juror 2, please request a box.
Juror
Emoji
2.
J, is that you? Okay.
No. Juror 2 is the one that had the appointment.
Right. Juror 2, are you present? If not, we're going to have to move on. I apologize, Juror 1 and Juror 6. Can you please state your name for the record?
Green Eye Goddess.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that you will truly listen to this case and render a true verdict and a fair sentence as to this defendant?
I do.
Juror 1, Juror 6.
Yes.
That's it. Now Emoji
We have
J.
a volunteer in the audience. Clerk,
Emoji J is here.
should we? Okay, I'm gonna bring Emoji J in. Thank you, Emoji J. 1 moment.
Hello.
Thank you, Emoji J, for being here. I appreciate you.
Will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that you will listen to this case and render a true verdict and a fair sentence to the defendant?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna add you back to the group chat, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Thank you guys for all being here. You may exit the box. Clerk, please stay in the box if I need you to swear anyone in.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Donna Cook's Say It with Justice Court. Today is September 15th, 2023, and we have a court case that will be presented to you today with Judge Donna Cook's residing over. Today we have plaintiff Top Badge Summer versus the defendant Top Badge Role Model Fresh. Donna, the docket number is 5636. And today we have the case of the Forbidden Rose. The plaintiff is suing the defendant for giving her a rose on September 1st, 2023 during her auction, and later on that evening, the defendant gave the rose to her wife. The defendant is also countersuing the plaintiff for brand and character defamation and also personal injuries, such as she has not been able to sustain her everyday diet. If the plaintiff shall win her case, the defendant has to put on a blonde wig and sing "I'm a Barbie Girl." If the defendant shall win, she wants the plaintiff to wear braids and sing "Wanna Be a Model." Your Honor, all parties are here and ready to present their case.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Members of the jury, I just want to let you know that your duty today is to determine whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty, based only on the facts and the evidence provided in this case. The prosecution must provide Child. The prosecution must prove that a crime was committed and that the defendant is the person who committed the crime. However, if you are not satisfied of the defendant's guilt to the extent and reasonable doubt exists, then the defendant must be found not guilty. I apologize for the first word. Obviously, I won't say that's where my mind is, so I don't want y'all to think that. But anyway, would the plaintiff and the attorneys please request the box? Okay, I don't see counsel. Okay, let me bring the plaintiff in. Hello, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Let me bring the defendant in. Defendant. Top Badge Summer, is your counsel present today or?
He's here.
I do apologize for the lateness. Please forgive me.
Okay, please have a seat. I don't see your counsel in the box.
She says that I've glitched it out. She's here.
Okay, well, can you please advise her that she's late and court is in session? And unfortunately, we do not have time to wait on her. We need to get this going. So, again, can you please, thank you. Counsel, is there a reason you're late today? Counsel? Counsel, not only are you late, we're unable to hear you. Counsel? Again, we are unable to hear you. Would you like to exit the box and come back in? Counsel, I hope this is not something that we typically have to look forward to the next time you have to be in my courtroom. I would prefer if you were on time. To all parties that was on time, I appreciate you. Plaintiff, I'm not sure what's going on here. Counsel, can you please request the box again? So we can move on. Thank you so much.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Is there a reason you're late?
No, sorry, I was stuck on a work call. I do apologise. That was my fault. I do apologise, Your Honour.
You were fully aware of this case, correct, and the time?
Yes. I was fully aware, but unfortunately, we had a work emergency that left us there 2 hours after time.
Going forward, please don't disrespect my court times.
Do
May
apologise.
I please have the clerk back in the box so all parties can be sworn in? Clerk, where are you? While I wait for the clerk, can all parties please state your name for the record?
My name is Glenn Coco.
My name is Summer.
Defendant? Defendant? I apologize. We can still hear you though. I apologize, but we can still hear you. There's a gift thing in the way and I can't unmute you.
And if you don't mind taking the gold down.
Yeah, I don't know why you put that up.
Click on the gold. Donna, permission to approach the bench to help you?
No, I think I got it. Proceed. Please state your name for the record.
RoleModelFresh.
All right. Will all parties please raise their right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give in this case is a true testimony, Summer?
I do.
A role model?
Yes.
And Glenn Coco?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, clerk. Okay, guys, court is now in session. Now it's time for opening statement. Each party will be given 2 minutes to present their opening statement. Glenn Coco, are you ready?
Yes, I am, Your Honour.
Okay, you may begin.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Glenn Coco, and it is my pleasure to be representing Top Badge Summer in today's trial of the Forbidden Rose. Today, not only will you hear a true account from Summer of the circumstances that brought us here today, you will also hear testimony from witnesses that will confirm Summer's account. The defendant, RoleModelFresh, gave my client a rose whilst taking part in the late night date night auction on September 1st, 2023. Amidst a 3-minute battle conversation, and that after this auction took place with no due cause and with malice, the defendant, RoleModelFresh, then provided that rose to somebody else. This has not only led my client, bear with me a second, to suffer an emotional distress, it has also brought on what can only be described as a betrayal, leading to what could potentially be lifelong trust issues. I will ask the jurors to listen to the evidence provided and to watch the evidence in court today. The evidence will catch RoleModelFresh in a lie. You can watch the defendant's version of events change, and I ask that you do not allow her theatricals and outstanding showmanship to deter you from the truth. All we ask is that you are able to bear witness to the web of deceit that this defendant has spun. Not only is the defendant in this case the defendant, but she also acts as her own attorney. We must ask that no respected or successfully effective lawyer would want to represent the defendant. All we ask for in this case is a verdict of guilty.
Thank you. Defendant, are you ready?
Good afternoon, everyone, and members of the jury. This is a case of false allegations and the impossible. The impossible theory of the prosecution that can only lead to impossible results. Now, you are here today because I was wrongfully accused of emotional distress, heartbreak, false promise, and betrayal. These are some strong words. But today the facts and the evidence will show that I am not guilty of the false allegations that has been brought upon me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am RoleModelFresh, a stand-up citizen who served my community for over 25 years, as well as serving this app, Plenty of Fish. I am the highest gifted woman on this app and #1 on POF platform. I'm #7 amongst all the apps. I am happily married to the most beautifulest woman in the world. You could say I accomplished the American dream. I spend most of my time creating content and building the property value of other people's content, such as the plaintiff. Today, the facts will show that it is extremely impossible for me to be accused. The prosecution must prove beyond reasonable doubt that I am guilty. But I have faith that you will see past the fake facade and look at their lack of evidence and find me not guilty. Today, you'll hear from my 2 witnesses. Thank you, Your Honor.
I want to remind everyone in the audience that this is my courtroom and I am in control of keeping my time. If you feel that I am giving anyone extra minutes or seconds, that is totally up to me, but I want to let you know that I'm being fair and giving each party the correct time in order to speak. But thank you for letting me know when you thought my time was up. We're going to move to the plaintiff. Plaintiff, you actually have 5 minutes to present your case. Defendant, you also have the same amount of time. Are you ready to defend your case? You have 5 minutes to do so. You are?
Yes, we're ready now?
Time has started.
Okay, so if we would be able to unmute the defendant, as we do have some questions for the defendant.
This is not time for cross-examination.
Oh, so what part's this?
You state your case. You bring in your evidence and you explain what your evidence are. We will get there.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I weaved it all in together, so I do apologize. So during this trial, we have multiple pieces of evidence that we can present to the court. Evidence that will conclusively conclude that not only did RoleModelFresh commit the crime, she also changed her story on multiple occasions, depending on who she was explaining this to. So I asked the plaintiff, would you like us to present evidence 1 now?
Yes.
Summer? Yeah. So Judge, can you please play evidence 1?
Was evidence 1 submitted?
Yes, evidence 1 was submitted, yes.
Okay, let me take a look. While I'm taking a look, you can go ahead and present your evidence.
Oh, you want us to show it?
Oh, Summer, can you show it then?
Yes, you have to show your evidence, and as well as I'm going to review it as you're speaking on your evidence. Do you not have a copy of your evidence ready?
Yes, Summer has a copy of the evidence, yes.
Okay.
So Summer, if you can please play evidence 1.
Let me bring the
That's what you deserve. Because when I gave you the rules, I said, just go in there, and you was like, hey, babe, are you serious?
Summer, because role model wasn't here for the first little bit, can you restart that again so we can hear the first section?
Betrayal. I'm not even mad. That's what you deserve. Because when I gave you the rules, I said, just go in there, and you was like, hey, babe, are you serious?
Okay. During evidence 1, what you are saying there is a conversation that takes place between the defendant, RoleModelFresh, and her wife, Donna Cooks. The shock on Role's face at that time is as a result of Donna advising Role Model that she is not upset that she is being taken to court by Summer, as she feels that she deserves it. Now, we would ask, why would Donna feel as though her own wife deserves to be taken to court? So I now ask the plaintiff, Summer, to please play evidence 2 for the court.
It was called, the theme of it is late night, date night, right? So I dressed up like I was on a date. I brought a robe and I said, this is for you. And now she's suing me because Donna took a picture with that same rose. It was called the theme.
So, in evidence 2, possibly one of the most damning pieces of evidence that we have, role model is explaining the situation as to why the plaintiff has taken her to court and wishes to pursue this legally. What you then hear is an admission from role model Fresh herself, saying that her wife Donna was presented with the same rose. Not only does she admit this, she then laughs at this. She finds it funny that the rose was presented to somebody else and admits that on stream. So I'll just let that sink for one moment. Now, Summer, can you please play for the court evidence 3 and quickly follow that by the picture of evidence 5, please?
I said to Summer, I said, you know, it was a late night, date night was the theme of the auction. So I said, hey, this rose is for you, Summer, you know. And then boom, later on that day, you know, Donna dressed up really nice, had the wig on, the red wig and everything, you know.
Oh, Trevor, I was giving in my red wig.
She was giving. You can look at the picture. Go look at the picture. So Donna posed with the rose. I said to
And now we can follow that by evidence 5, please. So what you see here, evidence 3 is a screen recording of Role Model Fresh's stream, where she is explaining the situation to somebody in the comments.
Time, plaintiff.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Defendant, are you ready?
I am ready, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start off by giving you a brief description of this case. On September 1st, well, before September 1st, I was invited to be in Summer's auction. Upon being invited to be in Summer auction, I agreed. My wife, as well as Summer, they have a great relationship. So when my wife told me about it, I said, yeah, no problem. I will definitely, you know, partake in this auction. The description of this auction was a late night, date night. If anyone knows me, and I know a lot of people do, I like to really, you know, jazz it up and really, if I'm going to be in an auction, it has to be a theme auction. And I make sure I dress up for the occasion. On that particular said day, I did dress up for the occasion. Okay, I wore a suit. I'm not going to describe what I had on because I'll leave that for my witnesses. And I did have a rose, but I did not give Summer a rose. Okay, you will see her present evidence, supposed said evidence that I gave her a rose. In fact, it was not me who gave her a rose. It was my beautiful wife who gave her a rose. On that day, Summer was so flustered by me and my appearance. One will say, and as a matter of fact, I know, the person accusing me, Summer, Top Bad Summer, has an extreme crush on me. Knowing that I am married, she has the ultimate fangirl crush on me. I will show you proof that will prove that she has a crush on me, that she's been fangirling me, that I am her favorite streamer and everything, okay? And that the said rose that was given, supposedly given to her, was not a rose given by me, but a rose given by my wife. And she would have known that it was a rose given by my wife had she paid attention and wasn't fangirling me. Your Honor, I would like to enter into discovery exhibit A. And exhibit A is the actual auction itself, Your Honor. I did send that to you. Do you mind playing it, or would you like me to play it, Your Honor? Okay. Permission to have more time to pull it up. I thought you would be playing it.
You still have 2 minutes. If your time run out, I will.
I think this evidence is really crucial to the case. Okay. Give me 1 second, Your Honor. Your Honor, right here, you would see, and give me a second, let me run it back. Your Honor, let me bring it back real quick when I do enter. There go her face fangirling. Clearly, you can see that she is smitten over me. She is in lust for me. Your Honor, if you look closely, you will see I was only concerned at this moment with myself and my look. If you look at her, you can see the lust in her eyes. You can see her shying away from me because she is unable to look me directly in the eye. Just like any woman who has an obsession. Your Honor, I then proceeded to get back up because I was so amazed about my outfit and the fact that I lost weight, Your Honor. I am happy about my look. I am not concerned with giving her a rose at this moment. At what point did she think that I gave her a rose, Your Honor? Your Honor, when I sit down, take a deep look at the evidence. She then began to play my music because she is a deranged fan. She sings Ya Ya Ya, and this is the wrong song to sing Ya 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 to because this song is called New Level, Not Wanna Be a Model. Your Honor, in just a moment, you will hear me state a rose is for her.
I'm on my best behavior tonight after last time. I'm too scared. I don't want to be like, yeah.
I was confused, so I laughed it off when she said she's on her best behavior. I had no idea what she meant by that. Listen, Summer, I just want to say I appreciate you inviting me on this beautiful day. You know, you're looking gorgeous. I complimented the host and thanked her for inviting me on.
Oh my God. Donna, please, my third person.
Donna told me to give these roses to you. Your Honor, right at that moment, I said, Donna told me to give these roses to you. Your Honor, if you don't mind, I would like to just run it back just a tad bit.
Defendant.
Your Honor.
Defendant.
You would hear me say, Donna told me to give these roses to you.
Thank you, the defendant. Your time is up. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I've seen all evidence, and I would like to know at this moment, plaintiff and defendant, What is your claim and how do you plead? Defendant, we'll start with you.
I plead not guilty, Your Honor.
And what is your claim?
Are we still talking about me?
Plaintiff, what is your claim?
Not
You're the
guilty.
plaintiff, guy.
Glen Coco?
Not guilty.
Okay. Glen Coco, now is the time. You are able to bring in your witnesses, as well as you will be granted the opportunity to cross-examine the defendant. Are you ready to bring in your first witness?
Yes, I am, Your
I
Honor.
want to let you know that each witness is allotted 5 minutes.
Yes.
So please keep
Your
that
Honor.
in mind. Who are you bringing in as your first witness?
For the first witness, we would like to invite MF Phillip to the box, please.
MF Phillip, are you in the box? Yes, he is. Thank you so much.
I'm just going to close the window one moment. There's too much background noise.
MF Phillip, how are you today?
I'm fine, Your Honor. Thank you for asking.
Okay, I'm going to have to swear you in. Give me a moment, please. I'm going to replace one of you.
Yeah.
Emma Phillip, will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do solemnly
Thank
swear.
you.
Thank you very much, Clay. Bring the defendant back in. Defendant, please request the box. Thank you. Glen Coco, you can begin.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Time has started.
Hello, Philip.
Hi.
So just have a few questions in relation to your relationship with the plaintiff, Summer. So can I ask, how is it that you know the plaintiff, Philip?
We met on the app when I first joined in January 2022.
And how would you describe your relationship with Summer?
We have a very good friendship. You know, we talk on and off app. We verses quite often.
And how would you describe Summer as a person? What type of person is she to you in your own words?
Honest, genuine, you know, well-deserving.
Brilliant, thank you. So based on your description of Summer, do you believe that Summer would have brought this case to a very public trial had the allegations against the defence been fake?
No.
Sorry, what was that?
No.
No, thank you. Would it be fair to say that any false allegations by the plaintiff Summer in an attempt to diminish the credibility of another top badge, i.e. the defendant RoleModelFresh, would be detrimental to Summer's reputation as well? Would that be fair to say?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Now, as Summer, Scotland's only top badge, do you believe that she would put her streaming career in jeopardy just to damage the credibility and reputation of the defendant? No? Have you ever seen or known Summer to be involved in any type of drama on the app, whether it be petty drama, serious drama, anything like that?
No, not at all.
No. And can you please, on a different matter, just for the purpose of the court, can you please confirm for the court your level of gifting and your VIP status at the moment?
Black VIP, I think 56. Yeah.
Brilliant. And during any battles on the app, have you ever shot against the defendant, RoleModelFresh, in order to make her lose a battle?
No. No.
No? And do you visit Top Badge RoleModelFresh's stream at all?
I've been in her stream 3 or 4 times, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you. Do you think that Top Badge Summer needs to use the defendant for clout on the app?
No.
Brilliant. And finally, would you trust Summer with your biggest secret and say that she has been both trustworthy and loyal during your friendship on the app?
Already have. Already have.
Brilliant. No further questions, Your Honour.
Thank you. Defendant, now is your time to cross-examine if you're interested in doing so. Would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. MF Phillip, is it?
Yes.
Okay. How long did you state that you knew Summer for again?
Since January 2022.
Since January 2022.
Yes.
And so you knew her, right? So how long y'all been hanging out?
Yeah, that's how long we've been hanging out, pretty much.
So you've been to her home before?
No. She's in a different country.
She's in a different country. So you've never actually hung with Summer before?
No.
Okay. How long do y'all spend talking on the phone?
Maybe sort of an hour every 2 weeks or so, once a week, maybe.
So you're testifying today that you have Summer's personal phone number?
Yes.
And you spend how long talking to Summer?
Maybe about an hour every week or every two.
Every week? So once a week, you spend an hour
About that, yeah. About that.
Have you guys ever been together, or have you ever tried to holler at Summer?
No.
Meaning try to obtain a romantic relationship with Summer?
No.
Has Summer ever tried to obtain a romantic relationship with you?
No.
Do you stream?
Yes.
How often do you stream?
Every day.
Where is Summer on your board?
Objection. Relevance?
There is relevance, Your Honor.
I actually don't know.
I will allow.
I believe number 7.
She's number 7 on your board. So Summer is number 7 on your board. And where are you on her board?
No idea.
Are you in her top 10?
No.
Are you over 100K on her board?
I don't know.
Were you there the night of questioning?
Yes, it was my first ever auction. I remember it well.
What did you wear in this auction?
A nice shirt, button-up shirt, and trousers. Well, I don't know if you call them pants.
Did you see my auction?
Yes, I did.
What did I wear during this auction?
You wore a shirt and a blazer and a hat. I'm not sure exactly what type of hat it is. Fedora, is it fedora or something? No, I'm not sure.
And during my auction, did you hear me cause emotional distress to Summer?
You offered, you gave a rose, and
I gave a rose.
yeah, you gave a rose. You handed the rose to this. You leant forward and offered the rose.
Okay, and you said and what was my statement when I reached over with the rose?
This rose is for you.
Those were my exact words.
To
These
give
roses
you this,
are for
to
you.
give you this rose. This rose is
What
for
was I'm asking you, what was my exact words?
These roses are for you.
So I stated, these roses are for you, but yet I showed the footage of the night of questioning, which stated that these roses are from Donna Cooks, which is my wife. But you stated you were there and you were paying attention. Your Honor, allow me to play this again so he can see exactly what was said? Because you stated, I said these roses are from me.
I need to remind you of the time, defendant. You only have 27 seconds remaining.
No problem, Your Honor. I'll play it at a later time. Your Honor, this goes to show that no one was paying attention. A lot of these people are fans of mine. And of course, this is a friend of hers. They are always going to have her back, Your Honor. And jurors, please see that that this witness is not stating the truth of what was said that day.
Thank you, defendant. Plaintiff, do you have another witness that you'd like to present?
Yes, we would like to welcome Top Badge Medusa to the stand, please.
Medusa, please request the box. Thank you.
What's up, everybody?
One moment. Medusa, while you're sworn in.
What'd you say?
One moment, please, while I swear you in.
Okay.
Top Badge Medusa, can you please raise your right hand? Right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to bring the defendant back in. Defendant, I need you to make sure that you request the box when I remove you, please. Please request the box. Thank you. Glenn Coco, you are now provided 5 minutes so you can question your witness. The defendant will also be able to question your witness after you're done. Are you ready?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You may proceed.
So, Top Badge Medusa, I'm going to ask you a similar question. How long have you known Summer?
I know Summer for about 2 years now. About 2 years.
Okay.
2 years, maybe a year and 6 months.
Great. And would you class you and Summer as friends or acquaintances? Gifted?
Oh, we're very much friends. We have a good friendship.
Great, okay. And do you often speak with the plaintiff off the app as well as on the app?
Yeah, me and Summer talk about featured shows. She has a lot of friends that she would like me to join their featured shows. We've been on a few featured shows together, so of course we talk off the app related to app things.
So would it be fair to say that a lot of your conversations you have common ground around the app and your property?
On what grounds?
She's leading the witness.
Leading me where?
Sustained. Glenn Coco, can you please rephrase the question?
Yes, of course. So in your own words, as stated, you have already advised the court that you and Summer are good friends. So based on your relationship and the length of time that you've known Summer, would it be fair to say that your interests are matched and your goals on the app? Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Objection, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Is she muted and still talking? This is crazy.
Glenn Coco, I want to remind you that when you are cross-examining your witness, you can't provide them with the answers. You have to ask.
Oh, my apologies. I understand what I did now. My apologies, Your Honor. I apologize.
I want to also remind you of the time. You have 3 minutes remaining.
Yes.
Please rephrase your question and make sure it is a question. Are you ready?
Great.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Your Honor. So we're going to move on to more of what your skills are outside of the app, Medusa. So I know maybe the courtroom isn't aware that you have some level of knowledge behind psychology and the workings of the human brain. Is that correct?
Correct. I have my master's degree in psychology, and this is from the University of Columbia.
I don't remember those evidence. Was that submitted?
My master's degree?
Yes.
This is not evidence. This is proof that I have a degree.
Yes, that would
Can
still
you
be
please
classed as
show it again?
evidence. Please don't show that.
You want to see it again?
Yes, please.
All right. Masters in psychology.
And what is that white sheet of paper right above that?
That's my name, ma'am.
Can you please put that in the camera one more time?
My name or the master's degree? Don't count this as time, okay? Because you running it up.
Okay.
Masters in psychology.
I just want to make sure. Okay.
14
Please
years
proceed.
of college, baby. Hello?
Great, thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you in relation to the reason that we're here today is because of the emotional distress and trauma that my client is currently dealing with. The defendant feels, has stated in her opening statement, as well as presenting evidence, that this is not caused by her, as she is not in the wrong for what has happened, and the fact that the blame falls on the plaintiff, Summer. So can I just ask you to explain to the court, from a psychology point of view, what is betrayal? What is trauma? What does that define as?
And I'm glad you asked that question because I've been doing some research lately, and I noticed a change in Summer's behavior around like how she's been on the app. She hasn't been hitting her numbers. She's been losing in battles, and it hasn't been the same. But let me,
Your Honor.
On what grounds?
I'm finished talking.
And that's beyond the scope. Your Honor,
Overruled. I will allow.
Expert witness, or is he a witness?
I'm talking. Can you be quiet?
That is her witness.
Thank you.
He's allowed to provide evidence to show.
Ask him questions about expert things.
I am an expert witness.
She's allowed to use her witness any way she feels. If she wants to present evidence that actually based on the fact that he's speaking upon a subject, he can.
Your Honor, he's listening.
Overruled. I will allow.
Your Honor, I just want to say she's on mute, but she.
Medusa, please do not address the defendant. Please just answer the question that was put to the court.
I can't do it without her over talking me. Can we find a way
to continue speaking now?
Okay, thank you. I summarized Summer's character behavior, and I just want to say betrayal.
I want to remind you that it is time, but because you were interrupted, I would allow an extra minute, please.
Thank you. Betrayal trauma is a type of trauma that refers to the pain and emotional distress that occurs when a trusted institution, loved one, or intimate partner violates trust. There are 4 types of betrayal trauma: parental, intimate partner, institutional, and interpersonal. Summer has witnessed and experienced interpersonal trauma, which is defined as when a trusted friend, peer, or individual betrays their trust. Someone with trust issues often has feelings of anxiety, worrying, or doubt about their friendship. These are all the emotions that Summer has not only experienced but also witnessed. Suppressions of emotions, lack of understanding, avoidance of emotional situations. She also has had difficulties controlling her own emotions and unprocessed emotions.
Thank you. No more questions, Your Honor.
That is time. Defendant, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
That wasn't Google. I wrote that myself.
Defendant, is everything okay?
Did she give up?
Defendant, please request the box.
Oh, no, I am in the box.
You're not in the box.
I don't see you. There you go.
Well, hello.
Defendant, you now have 5 minutes to cross-examine the witness. Are you ready?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Time has started.
Hello, Medusa. How are you today?
Hello, RoleModelFresh. I'm doing excellent.
How long did you stated you knew Summer for?
About a good 15 months, 12 to 15 months to be exact.
12 to 15 months to be exact, but you stated 2 years.
I said
So
12 to 15 months, almost 2 years.
you
I rounded it up.
testified 2 years.
I said 12
When
to
you was
15.
cross-examined, Your Honor, he was cross-examined by Glenn Coco, and he stated he knew her for 2 years. Now it's 15 months, which is less than 2 years. Your
I
Honor,
said around that. I didn't rephrase my
Defendant, I want
sentence.
to remind you that you are under oath.
If you go back to the tape, I rounded it up and said 12 months, 15 months, around 2 years. 1 year is 6 months to 2 years. Look at the comments.
Your Honor, September 8th, Medusa, where were you?
September 8th? I don't know. What day was that?
Your Honor, let me point out that September 8th wasn't the case of Roe versus Wade, but it was the case of victims versus Medusa. He was accused of victimizing women, but and alleged attackers. This is why and she was one of those people who was going to testify against Medusa for being victimized by Medusa.
Objection relevance to this case?
Right.
There is relevance to this case, Your Honor. Your Honor, she then backed out because she wanted to sue me. And they were in cahoots with wanting to sue me together to get payback because I was the judge behind that case, Your Honor.
Objection relevance to this case again?
I just stated it. They're in cahoots.
Overruled,
Which
showing
means
the
he is going
credibility
to
of the
lie.
witness. Overruled. I will allow. Please proceed.
Sounds like a statement more than a cross-examination. She reading?
Where is my bailiff?
Medusa, have you
Bailiff,
ever lied before?
one moment, defendant. Bailiff, are you there? I need to make sure that you have everyone in order. Thank you.
Your Honor, I just want to request more time.
You will be granted that. Please proceed.
Okay. Medusa, were you there the day of questioning?
Right there. When was the day of questioning?
Were you there the day of questioning? The day I was accused?
I might have been in and out.
You might have been in and out.
Yeah, you know I have like 4 devices, so if my device was in your stream, I probably was in your stream listening, but also maybe playing a video game or in someone else's stream at the same time.
So you are testifying that you were distracted?
I was listening and distracted at the same time, if that makes sense. I have 2 ears.
Your Honor, he just testified that he noticed that she was stressed and depressed, and all of these terms that he noticed. He said that the emotional distress.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you weren't there and you were distracted during the day of questioning, why are you here?
Okay, if you go back to
Objection, the witness didn't state that the distress was just down to one night. He was stating in general he has noticed that the plaintiff has become distressed emotionally due to the event.
Thank you.
Overruled. I will allow. Please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you want me to answer your question, or you got another question?
You stated what was emotional distress?
The definition or Summer's
The
action?
definition of emotional distress.
Okay, let me go back to it because I wrote this down. Okay, someone with trust issues often have feelings of anxiety, worry, doubt of their friendship. This can result in big feelings and attempts to get more information from your partner, which winds up to them feeling of being accused of something they didn't do. Does that answer your question?
No, I'm sorry. Permission to get more time. My daughter's calling me, please, Your Honor.
I will grant you another minute.
Your Honor, she
One
knew
moment,
about
please.
this.
One moment, please. Your Honor. No, I'm working. I don't understand why you're calling me right now, and I sent you money for Uber.
I want to remind everyone in the audience to remain respectful. I know this is difficult times and you may not totally agree with what was being said, but that does not mean it gives you the opportunity to speak. The evidence are being presented, and towards the end of the case, you will have the opportunity to share your voice. but please remain respectful. Thank you. Defendant, are you ready to proceed?
No, Your Honor, please grant me another few seconds.
I want to remind you that this court case is timed.
Your Honor, thank you for the brief recess. I do appreciate it. Sure she was able to get home? Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you have 1 minute remaining to question the remaining witness. Are you ready?
I am ready, Your Honor. Medusa, what is your history in telling the truth?
My history in telling the truth depends on who I'm telling it to.
What is your history and your friendships
My
in
history and
telling the
friendships,
truth and being honest?
I am a loyal person when it comes
Your Honor, can you tell him to stick to the question? Are you truthful or are you not truthful when it comes to your friends and your relationships?
Your Honor, she asking me 2 questions in one. Do you want
Your
me to answer?
Honor, he is dodging because he know I am on time. I'm asking you for permission for more time, Your Honor. It is a yes or no question.
Your Honor, you heard her ask me 2 questions. Do you want
Permission
me
to
to answer?
treat him as a hostile witness, Your Honor.
Witness, I want to remind you that you are under oath and you need to rephrase your question.
Thank you.
Do you have a yes or no question you would like to ask?
I did.
Thank
I said, are
No,
you
you say
truthful or
what?
are you not?
That was not a yes or no question. That was not a yes or no question. Do you need
Are you
opportunity?
truthful or you not? Is a yes or no? Yes or no?
Okay, can you rephrase the question, please?
Are you a truthful person?
I am a truthful person when the time comes.
Your Honor, everyone here knows he is.
Witness, I want to again remind you that you are under oath and that was a yes and no question. Please provide the courtroom with a yes or no response.
I gave a yes or no response.
No, that was not. You stated something else after that. Please provide the courtroom with a yes or no response.
I am a very honest and truthful person.
Thank you. That is time. You can excuse yourself.
Thank you.
Defendant, now is your opportunity to bring in your witnesses. Who was your first witness? Who was your first witness?
Your Honor, I would like to call Joe Best to the stand.
Is Joe Best an offender?
Joe Best, please take the stand.
Thank you.
Hello, Joe Best. How are you today?
Good, thank you. I need to be sworn in. Actually, I really don't because I'm going to tell the truth, unlike that hot lying hoe Medusa.
Yeah,
Joe Best, please.
Joe Best, will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Joe Best. How are you today? Ooh. Can we restart the time?
I did not start the time yet. Joe Best, can you please request the box? Time is now being started.
Joe Best, where were you September 1st around 8:45 p.m.?
I was watching lives and watching specifically Summer's auction. I had one device
Please
in
stick to the
Summer's.
question, Joe Beth. Please stick to the question. You were watching live. What was going on that day?
There was an auction.
Whose auction was it?
It was Summer's.
Was there a theme to this auction?
It was
Yes
late.
or no questions? Yes
Yes.
or no? Was there a theme? What was the theme?
Late night, date night.
Late night, date night. And if you were in a set auction, what would you wear?
I would dress up.
You would dress up.
Yes.
Okay. Did you watch other people?
Yes, I watched several other people.
Were they dressed up?
Objection, relevance. I believe what other people wear to the auction is not relevant.
There
to
is
the race
relevant,
that we report today.
relevant, Donna. It is definitely relevant. Your Honor, permission to add more time and to pause the time.
What is the relevance?
He's objecting, and this is definitely relevant.
What is the relevance?
What is the relevance to whether other people participated in an event? Yes, I would like to know whether my client sat and watched the whole auction. So this is relevant.
I want you to understand that this case is solely based on you. So do you want to ask your witness
Your
questions
Honor,
stately based on you?
Your Honor, I can ask that question.
Please, defendant.
It's not just based on me. It's based on the knowledge that they've seen also during the case.
Yes, but the objection is
We
the
watched
relevance
other
of
people
what other
testify
statements were
that
relevant
wasn't
during
even
the
there,
auction.
that didn't even pay attention, but yet they testified. So what relevance if they wasn't there?
I'm going to ask you to please calm your tone. I'm going to give you the opportunity to restate your question to your witness. And I want to let you know that you have
restate.
I want to let you know that there's 2 more minutes remaining on the record. Please proceed.
Once again, did you watch other people and were they dressed up?
Yes, I watched some other people, and I didn't notice anybody particularly dressed up, except when I watched rolls.
Did I dress up?
Yes, you dressed up.
What did I have on?
You had on a pair of black slacks, like, nice slacks, and a black button-down shirt, and a black suit coat with a red and gold pin on it, and a dressy hat.
Very detailed. What, did I have anything in my hand?
At the end of the auction, you had a rose.
Do you remember the dialogue that myself and Summer shared during that said auction?
Yes, I do actually remember a good chunk of it.
And what was it?
Well, I remember at the end particularly that you said that Donna asked you to give Summer that rose. She said,
is
Donna
it safe
asked
to
me
say
give-
that the rose Donna had is the same rose that Donna gave her?
I have no idea
leading the
if that
witness.
was the case.
Did I give Donna a rose?
I don't know. Not that I ever saw, no.
Did I ever state that these roses are from me?
No, you said they were from Donna. That Donna asked you to give her the roses.
What was Summer's actions when you were watching the auction?
Summer appeared to be very flustered. She went off camera a couple times, giggled a couple times, seemed to be very enthralled with just the sight of you. Very excited, very girly crush, just very overwhelmed with your presence.
Thank you. How long have you known me?
I have known you for about 2.5 years.
What is my relationship status?
You are married.
Have you ever seen me disrespect my wife?
No.
Have you ever seen me talk to another woman or present another woman a gift other than the gifts that are on this app?
No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
permission if you would like to extend my time because I was cut off.
That's
Do
why
you
I'm.
think
Describe her behavior towards me.
Could you repeat the question? I'm
How
sorry.
would you describe Summer's behavior towards me?
Definitely like it. From what I could see, it felt like she was like crushing on you.
Do you know what I'm being
Objection,
accused of?
speculation. Objection, speculation.
Your Honor, on what grounds is speculation? Do you know what I'm being accused of? That is not speculation.
No, the question prior, the witness answered, explaining that she was pushing on you. Speculation.
Your Honor, I've been past that question.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you know what I'm being accused of?
You essentially are being accused of giving a rose to Summer and giving that same rose to Donna.
But during your time of watching me, did you witness me give Summer a rose?
No.
Thank you, Your Honor. I rest my case.
I do want to let you know that I did say sustain. Your witness, Frank Coco?
Yes.
You are allowed
Your
5
Honor.
minutes to cross-examine the witness. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Your Honor. So, Joe Bess, first, thank you for
Time is
coming
starting.
into court today. So you've stated during your examination by the defendant that you have known Role Model Fresh for quite a substantial period of time. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Okay. And have you met Role Model Fresh in real life?
No.
No. Okay. And whereabouts are you currently on Role Model Fresh's board?
I am in our top 30.
Great. And would it be correct to say that you are also helpful to the defendant in ways of administration on multiple featured and unfeatured shows?
So I am a retired admin. I am not Role Models admin at this time.
Thank you.
Is there a delay?
Thank you. So during the night of the
delay?
late night, date night auction, you stated that you were also in Summer's stream as well as the defendants. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And did you watch many of the battles and auctions that took place prior to Role Model Fresh doing her one, which was one of the last?
I watched other auctions with the volume down.
Okay. So you stated that you felt the defendant, Role Model Fresh, was dressed to a level that would be appropriate for a late night, date night. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you also stated that you did not notice any other streamers or participants that would be dressed in that same manner for a late night, date night. Is that correct?
I didn't watch all the auctions, so I can't say for sure, but the ones I watched, there was nobody more dressed up than Role Model.
Okay. So it would be fair to say that that is your opinion.
Yep.
That is not fact. That is your opinion. Am I right? So,
well, that's an arguable opinion. She was the most dressed up.
But that's your opinion. There was over 1,000 people potentially viewing the defendant's stream that evening during said auction.
Your Honor, she's still talking and I objected to that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. So your opinion would be that Role Model was the best dressed. And personally, I would agree she was one of the best dressed there. I would agree. However, based on the population of the app and who were watching that evening, it would be fair to say that you would have that position in believing and stating that to Role Model due to the level of friendship you have with her. Is that correct?
Well, that would be your opinion.
Objection, Your Honor.
You just stated a bunch of opinion there and then asked me
No.
if that was correct.
Plaintiff, what is your
Sorry, let
question?
me reword. Let me reword.
I
Let me
need you to ask
reword.
your question.
Permission to strike that off the record, Your Honor.
Permission to strike what statement off the record? I'm asking her to restate her question. That was not a question. I need you to restate it and ask a question to allow the witness to answer. Please continue.
Right, let me reword. Thank you, Your Honor. Would it be fair to say that a general population on the app may perceive your opinion today and your
Objection,
current
Your Honor.
testimony as your opinion and not that of fact?
Objection, Your Honor.
Would you say
Well,
that
would
was
be their
On
opinion.
what grounds?
I can't speak to
Defendant.
other people.
Yeah, she's leading the witness, Your Honor.
How is she leading the witness?
Your Honor, you just heard her question. That was leading.
Gwen Coco, please restate the question, but please make sure it's an open-ended question. That you're
So
not
not
providing
closed.
the answer to your question in your question itself.
Okay.
Do
So
you understand?
let me strike that
I'm
question.
going to
'cause it's
restart
clear
the
that it
time because you are
cannot be.
almost out. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes and please go again.
Yeah, let me strike that question as it's clear that it can't be stated in a way that's not going to be defended. So that's absolutely fine. So let me ask this. Previously, my defendant has taken part in the defendant's show, exclusive interviews. Were you witness to that, Joe Bess?
I came in at the tail end of those interviews, of that interview, maybe the last 10 minutes. Generally speaking, I have work obligations on Wednesday, Cali time mornings, so I don't watch a lot of them.
Okay, great, thank you. So during that interview, it can be stated factually that my client spoke across a wide range of time regarding her anxiety. Now, you stated during the auction with the defendant that my client was girl crushing on the defendant. Is that right? By hiding her face from camera and so on.
Yeah, no, she was girl crushing, but she did hide her face, and Summer frequently does that. She does that regularly.
So as you've just stated yourself, Summer frequently does that during live streams. So it would be fair to say that that is not an action that was caused by an attraction to the defendant. That was caused by Summer's general demeanour.
Your objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Please restate the question. Glen Coco, can you please restate the question?
Right, no problem, Your Honour. So you've stated that you've witnessed Summer previously hiding her face off camera, and it's something that she frequently does often. Is that right? Is that a statement that you just made to the court?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So would it be fair to say that Summer doing the same action during a battle with RoleModelFresh, the defendant, that would just be character of her demeanour? Would that be fair to say?
I don't know if that would be fair to say. I'm not an expert on Summer's affect.
Okay, no more questions, Your Honour. Thank you.
Joe Best, thank you for your time. Defendant, would you like to call your next witness?
Yes, I would like to call to the stand Kim Kai.
Kim Kai, are you present? Yes, she is. Let's bring her in. One moment, Kim Kai, please. Texas, where are you? Where's my clerk? Here we go.
Kim Kyrie, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Defendant, you have 5 minutes to question your witness. Are you ready?
Yes. Hello, Kim Kai. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Where were you September 1st? Around
September.
8:45 p.m.
I was in your live.
And what was going on in my live?
You were preparing and getting ready for an auction and then had the auction.
Whose auction was it?
It was Summer's auction.
Was there a theme to this said auction?
Late night, date night.
And during this late night, date night, did I dress up?
You did.
Did you watch the entire auction?
No.
Did you notice what I had in my hand?
Yes. You had a rose.
And who was the rose for?
Objection, leading.
That's not leading. It's who was the rose for? We're just objecting for no reason, I see. Kim Kai, can you not hear me? The question is, who was the rose for?
The rose was for Summer.
And who gave Summer the rose?
Objection. May I ask a question, Your Honor? I believe this witness was dismissed as jury. Does
Your
that mean
Honor,
that
this
she
is
was
my
also
time of
liable as a
questioning. She
witness?
cannot do that. You cannot object to ask a question, Your Honor.
Closing statement, whatever statements you weren't able to present before, you will be able to add your closing statement. Please allow the defendant time to have an objection. Please state what
I can't do anything.
Your Honor, permission to be granted more time towards my line of questioning.
If needed, please proceed, defendant, if needed.
Once again, do you remember the dialogue that we shared?
I apologize, guys. Were you not able to hear anything I stated?
No.
We heard you, Your Honor.
They're saying no.
Got you. So they didn't hear you. Would you like to repeat yourself, Judge?
Yes, I was letting Glenn Coco know that if there's anything that you weren't able to state, you will have the opportunity to include that in your closing statement.
Thank you,
I would
Your
like to
Honor.
proceed to allow the defendant so they can cross-examine their witness, and you will allow the same. If you have an objection, object. Do you have an objection?
No, Your Honor, please proceed.
Let's continue.
Your Honor, the counselor is purposely eating up my time. So permission to extend my time, please?
If needed, I will present you with extra time. Please continue.
Do you remember the dialogue? Kim Kai, I do apologize about that. Do you remember the dialogue that we shared?
Yes.
And what was that dialogue?
You thanked the gifters who were there gifting you. Then you thanked Summer for having you in her auction. You told her she looked lovely, and then you said, Donna told me to give you this rose.
Can you repeat that last part again?
You explicitly stated, Donna told me to give you this rose.
Do you know why she may have thought I gave her the rose?
Maybe she didn't hear you.
Why do you think she didn't hear me?
Well, some of her behavior was very giddy,
Objection, speculation.
Your Honor, this is her opinion. It's not speculation.
She's answering.
So From what I could see, she seemed to be very giddy with you being in her auction and, on screen looking as dapper as you were. And maybe she was lost in the moment from all of the gifts and everything going on that she didn't hear it clearly.
Okay. So, how long have you known me?
A good 2.5, 3 years.
And what is my relationship status?
You are married.
Have you ever seen me disrespect my wife on stream or off stream?
No.
Is it safe to say that the rose Donna had is the same rose Donna gave her?
Objection, Leighton.
The rose that was presented.
Please restate your question, today.
Yeah, and I'm restating. Thank you. The rose that you stated that was given by Donna and the rose that Donna had in the pic. In your opinion, is it the same? Is it the same rose?
There's no way to know that it's the same rose or not. It would be impossible to say that it was the same rose.
But okay, so did I give Summer a rose?
No.
Okay. During that, did you witness any false promises?
No.
Okay. Did you watch me betray Summer during that auction?
No.
Did you watch me break her heart during that auction?
No.
Did you see her have any emotional distress during that auction?
No.
What was her facial expression during that?
And I did allow you extra minutes. Just want to let you know, so no more outbursts. I did allow you extra minutes. Plain Coco.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now is your opportunity to cross-examine the witness. Are you ready?
Thank you. Yes, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Hello, Kim
And
Khan.
5 minutes is about to start.
Hi, Kim. How are you today?
I'm good.
Great. Okay, so during your examination with the defendant, you stated that you were present the evening of the date night auction on September 1st. Is that correct?
Correct.
May I ask, were you present for the entirety of the auctions or in particular the defendant's auction?
In particular, the defendant's auction, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. And may I ask, are you familiar with the plaintiff Summer as a streamer? Are you familiar with her at all?
I'm not very familiar with her, but I do know who she is, and I have been to her stream before.
Great, thank you. And have you, so you have attended her stream previously, and may I ask, how long was it that you said you've known the defendant RoleModelFresh for?
2.5, 3 years, somewhere in that time frame.
And during your questioning with RoleModelFresh, you stated that you have never witnessed RoleModelFresh, how would I put this, be unfaithful to her wife and her partner, Donna Cooks. Is that correct?
Correct.
Great, okay. May I ask, as you are not very familiar with Summer, would it be fair to say that you are unable to judge Summer in the same manner as you would RoleModelFresh?
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
What is the objection?
Leading the witness.
I will allow. Please continue.
Yeah. Basically, just so you've stated that RoleModelFresh is obviously a friend, and you've known her for some years, so you may be more familiar with her loyalty and her trustworthiness as a friend. Is that correct?
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
Plaintiff, can you get to your question, please?
Yes. So, during your questioning, you stated that you wouldn't be aware of any times when Role Model Fresh would be unfaithful or untoward towards her wife Donna Cook. My question for you, as you can clearly make this assumption on your friend, my question to you would be, would you be able to make the same assumption to the plaintiff who you are not familiar with? That is my question.
So,
objection, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
Sustain. Glenn Coco, I need you to get to the question.
Okay, bear with me a second, Your Honor.
I need you to get to the question.
Let me ask another question. During your interview with Role Model Fresh, you were asked regarding the rose, which is the matter that we've all been brought for today. So you've stated that it was not Role Model that handed the rose to Summer. Is that correct?
I stated that it was not Role Model who gave the rose. I never said anything about handing off.
Okay, gave, handing, terminology for England, my apologies. So did you testify that you were aware that Role Model Fresh is stating that her wife Donna was the person to have given the rose to Summer? Are you testifying to that effect?
I'm testifying that Role Model Fresh clearly stated the rose, Donna told me to give you this rose.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay. So my statement and question to that would be, so yes, the statement as shown in the evidence submitted by the defendant is that the rose was to be given by Donna Cooks and not the defendant herself. I would agree with that statement as presented in the evidence by Role Model Fresh. However, at any point during the auction,
Objection, Your Honor. She disagreed that statement was made. So why is there a case, Your Honor?
No, that's not the case. That's not. Please let me continue.
Your Honor, Coco,
she just agreed that
no.
Allow me to speak, Glenn Coco. I want to let you know that in order to present your case, you cannot help the defendant with your statement. You just stated that you are agreeing on some of the evidence that's being presented. So exactly why are we here?
I'm agreeing with what was stated in the evidence that was presented, not the reason why we come here. I believe that's a separate matter. And I can explain.
Your Honor, how is that a separate matter? I'm here because of that case. I'm here because she stated that I, in fact, gave Summer a rose, and I am defending myself stating I never gave Summer a rose, and you just agreed to the evidence that I presented in court that I did not.
Order. Defendant, please allow a moment, please. Glenn Coco, I want to let you know that in order to present your case, you'd have to be very careful of what you're stating. And I want to let you know that what you just stated does help the defendant.
Okay.
We are here based on a forbidden rose.
Maybe I may have said it a little wrong, so I do apologize. Can I rephrase what I was trying to say? Would that be okay, Your Honor?
We will scratch that last statement from the record. Please proceed.
We cannot scratch that from the record, Your Honor.
I need you to please remain.
How are we scratching that from the record, Your Honor?
Order, please. Order.
Your Honor.
You have 2 more minutes remaining.
She made a pivotal statement. Your Honor, permission to speak. The plaintiff lawyer made a pivotal statement that assists me in my case. She agreed that I did not give Summer the rose. And you just strike that from the record. How? On what ground do we strike that from the record? She confessed, Your Honor.
We are here.
This is a confession. You cannot strike a confession from the record, y'all. This is absurd.
Confession from her counsel. You will have
That
the
is correct,
opportunity
Your
to
Honor.
also cross-examine the witness and the plaintiff. Can we please proceed to that portion of the case? I'm going to allow Glenn Coco to continue to question the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Glenn Coco, you have a minute remaining.
Yeah. So I apologize for the way in which that statement may have left my mouth. I can only apologize. What I was simply trying to state was the evidence that was submitted by RoleModelFresh clearly states that Donna told me to give you a rose. So Donna may have told RoleModelFresh to give the rose, but it was not Donna who gave the rose. The rose came directly from the defendant. That was the statement that I was trying to get out. So on that grounds, I'm going to say no more questions.
Is that your question?
No, I'm going to say no
Well,
more questions to the witness. I just wanted clarification. So thank you, Your Honor.
Can we move on, defendant? Are you ready to move on, defendant?
Yes, I would like to call my expert witness to the box, EU Smith.
Thank you. Kim Kai?
Commissioner, get a little comfortable, Your Honor.
Is EU Smith in attendance today?
Yes, she is.
Hello. Hi, EU. How are you today? May I please? There we go. One moment, please.
Hi, EU Smith. Will you please state your name and your profession?
Hi, my name is EU Smith. I am a licensed professional counselor.
And do you have documentation to show that?
Yes, I do. Can you see it?
Yeah, thank you. All right, can you please raise your right hand, EU Smith?
Yes, we can.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bring the plaintiff back in. Oh, what happened? EU, please request the box again. I don't know what just happened. EU Smith, please request the box again, please. Defendant, are you ready to cross-examine your expert witness?
Yes.
You are allowed 5 minutes. Please proceed.
Okay. Can you hear me, EU Smith?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. How are you today?
I'm great.
To apologize, you had to be brought out, and thank you for coming. EU Smith, do you have experience in emotional distress? And
I do.
Okay. In your opinion, what is emotional distress?
Well, emotional distress is a symptom that we see in clients where they are sad, they feel hopeless, they feel anxious, they are withdrawn, they isolate.
Okay. And
there's
what
also
about
some personality changes and some sadness, kind of similar to the symptoms of depression.
Similar to depression?
Yes.
And you've been watching Summer for the past 2 weeks.
That is correct. That is correct.
Did you notice any of those emotional distress?
When I first met Summer, well, I haven't met her, but went to her stream because of you. I first saw her and I'm like, who is this girl, right? And so that caused me to go, start kind of going in. The last time I went in, she did notice me, but she hadn't before. And I haven't witnessed Mrs. Top Badge Summer having any symptoms of distress.
And when was the last time you went to her stream?
The last time I visited her stream, I think it was like on Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. And what was her condition on Tuesday night?
Well, I can certainly tell you this. It wasn't, she was engaging with her people, with us that's in there. She didn't seem sad. She didn't seem withdrawn or isolated or anything like that. She actually engaged with me.
And when she engaged with you, what did she say?
I just asked her how she was feeling, and she was feeling fine. And she did ask me.
She was feeling fine?
Yeah, she said she was good. She said she did say that she was nervous and asked me, told me about the court case that she has coming up. And she said, "Are you here, lurking or looking?"
Okay. What is your definition of obsession?
Someone who is intentional, like that obsessed, like kind of like a stalker, a fan.
Okay.
That's codependent, that can't break away from you, that is, like enthralled with you.
I'm glad you said that. And where were you September 1st? Around 8:45 p.m.
Okay, I was at the auction. I was a little late, but I did show up. I was there at the end of it.
And were you able to see said rose that was handed to Summer?
I did.
Can you explain in your words what you seen from Summer when I stepped into the stream?
What I saw with Summer looked really excited. She seemed like she was fanning out like a stan. That's what we call fans that, are obsessive and, over celebrities, right? And she kind of seemed like orgasmic. She seemed flustered with you. She seemed like oh, like she was just really excited to see you, like she wanted you, like she was ready to be with you. Like I said, orgasmic almost.
Objection, speculation.
Your Honor, this is her opinion. You can't object to her opinion.
That is time. That is time, defendant. Plaintiff?
Your Honor, permission to have more time. She did cut off.
Permission not granted. She only caught up a split of a second. Plaintiff, now is your time to cross-examine. Are you ready?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
So, hello, it's nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you as well.
So, can I ask, what day was this that you recently visited the plaintiff's stream?
Tuesday.
It was Tuesday, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And is it true that when you entered the stream on the day that you stated is Tuesday, that the plaintiff asked you during that stream, were you there to gather some form of evidence for today's trial? Is that correct?
She did say that, but she said it jokingly, so there was no need for me to answer that.
Okay. And you stated during your examination that you are a, can you state your profession again?
I am a licensed professional counselor.
Fabulous. And how long is it that you've been doing this profession for?
I've been doing this profession for like 7 years. I have I'm also I have a master's in educational psychology as well, a master's in counseling. So this is what I do.
Wonderful, thank you. And during your time of knowing Summer, I believe that you said you met her through the defendant, is that correct?
Yes.
Great. And during the time of knowing Summer on that kind of level, have you carried out any expert interviews or assessments with Summer to assess her mental health?
I can assess someone by just their body language, their affect, the tone.
Okay.
And
But
other
would it be
things.
fair to say, oh, sorry to cut you off there, would you like to finish?
No, go ahead.
No, sorry about that. Would it be fair to say that without an assessment of Summer's individual needs and individual characteristics, as you do not know her on that kind of level, as you have already admitted today, that you would be unable to make that kind of assessment based on not carrying out an actual appointment with the plaintiff?
I'm going to disagree with you, okay? It's hard for me because this is my job to not assess people when I talk to them all the time, right? Because it's what I do. Summer, when I went in there, the same thing, I do virtual counseling, right? So I've never really just actually met my clients, right? So when I went into Summer's lab, from what I seen, there was no anxiety, there was no depression, there was no withdrawing. I didn't see any mood swings. I didn't see where she didn't have enough energy to stream or anything. So I can make that assessment, and I don't have to meet her to do it. Like I said, what I do is virtual counseling. I see my clients by Zoom, and so there's no need to be in person with Summer to make this kind of assessment.
Okay, so I understand that you're able to make certain assumptions and assertions because of your qualifications and your knowledge within that industry. I understand that. However, if you have not seen a stream prior to this or multiple streams on different days, subsequently with Summer streaming and different mood swings, different levels, how confident are you to then say that on that day, that was Summer at her best? Would you be able to state that as a credible assessment as an expert in your field?
Objection, Your Honor, that is argumentative.
It is argumentative in what grounds, ma'am?
Yeah, exactly what I said. She's feeding her what to say. She's leading the witness, number one.
Frank Coker, can you please restate?
She's painting the narrative as well as leading the witness.
I'm asking the plaintiff to please restate the question.
Okay, I will restate the question, Your Honor, thank you. So as a medical professional in your field, having countless years of experience in carrying out assessments, as you say, via Zoom, in-person assessments, etc., if you have not witnessed somebody's behaviour on a continuous basis to understand their pattern of behaviour, how are you able to confirm to this court today that during that strain that she was not suffering with anxiety?
Once again, ma'am, so when people come to see me, I don't get to go visit them all the time. I hadn't seen them before they get the assessment, right? So I use the same thing there. I don't have to be able to be with somebody numerous times before I make an assessment. I make it right then.
Okay, but would it be fair to
there's no
say
need
that
to see Summer before I make the assessment or go to her stream and see? There's no need to make an assessment by doing that.
Okay, but would it be fair to say that during an assessment with any member of the general public, any assessment that you carry out, no matter what form it is, that during those assessments, would you have a line of questioning to identify certain types of mental health problems? Would that be correct?
Defendant, there's no need for an objection. That was time.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Glenn Coco, that was your time.
Thank
Smith,
you.
thank you very much for being present.
Thank you.
You can please exit the box. Now I will allow cross-examination for the plaintiff and defendant. Defendant, are you Well, plaintiff, we'll start with you. Are you ready to cross-examine the defendant?
Yes, I do have a question, Your Honour. During cross-examination, are we able to reach all evidence? As we did submit 6 pieces of evidence prior to court, but due to time restrictions, we were not able to present all during opening arguments. Is that possible?
I will definitely allow that right before closing statement. So once you finish cross-examining, we will lead into the other section of evidence. Is that okay? Please,
Brilliant. Thank you, Your Honour.
please cross-examine.
Great.
You have 5
Hello,
minutes and your time is
RoleModel
started.
Fresh. So, can you, first of all, in your own words, can you tell us the reason why you believe Summer
I
has brought you to
apologize,
trial
Ms. Coco.
today?
I did not mean to interrupt you. I do need to swear everyone's in.
Oh,
I
yes, of course.
apologize about that.
No, that's fine.
I do need to swear everyone in. I apologize. Clerk. Clerk. One moment.
Role model Fresh, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear the testimony that you're about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Do you want me to do Summer too?
Yes, please, since you're here.
Summer, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear the testimony that you're about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Coco, your time has started.
Thank you, Your Honour. RoleModel Fresh. So, can you tell us the reason why you believe that Summer, the plaintiff, has brought you to trial today, in your own words?
Your Honor, I would like to say objection. She knows exactly why Summer brought me to court.
Defendant, please answer the question.
I'll proceed, Your Honor. He brought me to court for emotional distress, heartbreak, false promise, betrayal.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for answering the question. So, upon reviewing the evidence that was presented by the prosecution earlier today, evidence was presented in terms of a screen recording where you and your wife, Donna Cooks, were discussing said case today.
Objection, Your Honor. Where's the question?
I'm asking the question after I was just building a narrative prior.
Narrating, Your Honor.
Defendant, please allow her to get to the question. And Glenn Coco, I do need to remind you that you need to get to your questions. Ask direct questions.
Yes, okay, no problem. Thank you, Your Honour.
You're a little too long-winded.
Okay, thank you. So, can I ask you, why do you feel during the evidence submitted earlier, your wife is heard saying in the recording that she feels it is just that Summer take you to trial today?
She didn't state that.
As stated in evidence presented earlier today, are we allowed to play that, or do we have to wait until end of examination, Your Honour?
She didn't state it is just, Your Honor.
You will have the opportunity to do so. Please proceed with your questions.
Okay, so we will present that later on. Thank you for answering that question. Bear with me a moment. Bear with me just 1 second there.
Glenn Coco, I need you to request a box defendant. You don't need to remind me of the time. I'm fully aware. Thank you. Glenn Coco, is everything okay?
I think our phone's overheated.
So let's revisit this. Her phone is overheating, and she was also late and also not present for jury duty. I'm going to give her 30 minutes to get back, 30 seconds to get back in the box. Does she have another device? Clerk, can you reach out to Glenn Coco, please? There has been too many interruptions in this case. We have a lot of parties and more evidence to present.
Can I defend myself?
You have 30 seconds to get your lawyer back into the box, or you will have to continue this on your own. Are you prepared?
Okay.
Are you prepared? Are you prepared to continue this on your own if your counsel is not present?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to give her 30 seconds.
Play the beat, play the beat.
One moment, guys. It's acting up.
I know y'all telling me to turn my volume down, but I can't because I need to hear exactly what everyone is saying. So I cannot.
And I don't know why this is not playing. Okay. Glen Coco, are you in the box? Okay, let me let my clerk in. Clerk, were you able to get in touch with Glen Coco?
Yes, she's having phone issues and the app won't let her back in. So it's not her. She can't get back in on from the app. She's having issues.
Does she have a lurker account where she come in on another account?
She's trying to do something. So hold on, let me see. She's messaging me back. I'll be right back.
Okay, can we
brief recess?
I will let you know if we're going to go into a brief recess. Thank you for trying to control my courtroom. What I would prefer, since the plaintiff stated she's ready to present her case, I will allow her to pick up where her counsel left off, and when her counsel gets back to the box, she can finish. But I appreciate you. Plaintiff, no apology needed. Plaintiff, are you ready?
Yes.
Please proceed.
Can you tell me why in evidence 2 you clearly say Donna Cooks posed with the same rose I gave Summer?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
In evidence 2, you clearly say Donna Cooks posed with the same rose that I gave Summer. Is that true?
It's not true.
Okay. Can you tell me why in evidence
Those were not
2,
my exact words.
Can you tell me why in evidence 2, 3, and 4 your story changes on the rose?
I don't know what evidence 2, 3, and 4 is.
They were all played at the start of court.
I don't know what 2, 3, and 4 is.
Okay. Have you discussed this court case with anyone during a verse?
Yes, if I'm being sued, of course I'm going to discuss it.
It's just a yes or no answer, thank you. Who was it that you discussed it with?
My stream.
No, I asked in a verse. Who was the person you were versing that you discussed it with?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I verse a lot of people.
Okay. Would you say that you're a truthful person?
Yes, I am, but there has been times where I would tell a little small tale.
That I'm needing from you right now. Have you ever lied in your stream?
Have I ever lied in my stream? What's your definition of a lie in my stream?
Where you haven't told the truth?
Where I haven't told the truth?
Yeah. It's just a yes or no answer.
It depends. There's several times I play games in my stream where we have to tell two truths and a lie.
Please.
Defendant, I would need you to answer the question in a yes or no.
Your Honor, I'm answering the question.
Okay, please proceed with a yes or no.
Games in my stream. It's called Two Truths and a Lie.
Okay. Is it correct that your profile photo is taken from the night of the auction?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is it correct that your profile picture is taken from the night of the auction?
Is it connect? Your Honor, she needs a translator.
Objection.
There's no room for insult in this courtroom. If you continue, we will have a different discussion. She asked, regarding your profile picture, was that taken during your auction?
Yes, Your
Is that
Honor.
correct, plaintiff?
Yes.
Plaintiff, is that correct?
Yes.
Defendant, please answer the question.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember versing Top Badge That Girl Honey?
I don't know any top badge named Ghetto Honey.
Objection, Your Honor. Please, can you ask the defendant to allow it?
I
on
would
that
allow you
action?
to re-ask the question.
Do you know Top Badge That Girl Honey?
Okay, Your Honor, I do not know any top badge named That Ghetto Honey.
You are being absolutely ridiculous, defendant. She's asking, do you know a top badge named That Girl Honey?
Your Honor, I heard
Is that the
ghetto,
question at
that
hand?
Ghetto Honey.
You're also aware that
Your
the
Honor, you're
plaintiff,
being hostile to me, and I'm trying to understand her. It is not my fault that I cannot understand her, and she does not have her lawyer here.
I'm allowing, please re-ask the question. Are you asking her if she knows That Girl Honey or That Ghetto Honey? Which one?
The first one.
That Girl Honey?
Yes.
Your Honor, I just want to point out that you just,
I am helping you understand the question based
Your
on
Honor,
the
you're
language.
not, because,
Okay.
Your Honor, with all due respect, you gave her the name.
No, I
If
heard
she
what
does
she's
not know
stating.
these people name that is on her, Your
I
Honor.
heard what she's asking, and I am helping you understand what she's asking. Instead of you paying attention and listening with both ears, you are eager to object and insult. So I'm helping you understand the question. She said, do you know the top badge, That Girl Honey? Are you ready to answer the question so we can continue?
I understand, Your Honor, but you are not allowed to
Are
translate.
you ready to answer the question so we can continue?
I'm ready.
Now answer the question. Answer the question.
I don't know the question. You're translating for her. You're not a translator, Your Honor. So I would like the question.
She's
from
not
her.
speaking another language.
She has a heavy accent, Your Honor.
An accent in another language is two different. I don't need to let
Your
you know what
Honor,
she's
I
speaking.
cannot
She's speaking
understand her.
English with an accent. And I don't understand why you're taking up all of this time to go back and forth with me. You're now in the seat where you're allowed to answer questions. So please answer the question so we can proceed.
What
Do
is
you
the
need
question?
to repeat the question if you forgot?
Yes, I do. I forgot it.
Okay. Do you remember versing now?
Do I remember versing her? I versed her a lot of times.
Okay. Do you remember calling this case petty?
Possibly. I'm not sure. I don't remember everyone I battle. I don't remember the content of everyone I battle.
Okay,
I talk
I just need
during
to
verses, I talk a lot of
if
junk.
you say anything else, objection. Please, when I'm asking you things, if I want more of a deliberation, I'll ask you. Otherwise, it's just yes or no, please. Okay. Is it correct in saying from evidence 2, 3, and 4, your story of the rose changes each time?
No, my story never changed in evidence 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so in evidence 2, you're actually saying that you gave me the rose. In evidence, you don't need to say in evidence 3, you say to Travel Bay that you.
Your Honor, I haven't
Was
seen
these
any
evidence presented already?
Your Honor, I haven't seen.
And that is time. That is time. Plaintiff, was this evidence presented already?
Yes, they've all been put in.
Was it shown at the beginning of court?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't seen any evidence of me battling Travel Day or battling That Girl Honey. So this is awkward.
I only asked a verse about That Girl Honey, not Travel Bay.
I haven't seen any evidence of me battling That Ghetto Honey.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to let you know that that was time, defendant. You now have the opportunity to cross-examine the plaintiff. Are you ready?
Thank you, Your Honor.
5 minutes is starting.
All right. Summer, who am I to you?
A streamer on POF.
A streamer on POF.
Yes.
Just a streamer on POF.
I would consider us as friends since I've shared some emotional stories with you.
And how did you share emotional stories with me?
I was part of your show, the interview, the exclusive interview.
Exclusive interview.
Yep.
And you said streamer on POF, and then now you stated friends. So once again, I asked you, what is our relationship?
I would consider us as friends.
Friends. And what is your definition of a friend?
Someone that you can speak to, ask for advice. You communicate with them regularly.
Okay. Speak to, ask for advice,
yep,
and communicate regularly, you said.
Yes.
Do you ask me for advice?
Yes.
When did you ask me for advice?
I've asked you for advice about a featured show.
Don't recall that. Do you have proof that you asked me for advice about a featured show?
No.
And you said speak to regularly. How often do we speak?
I visit your stream often.
How often do we speak?
Well, that's speaking. You're communicating with me in the comments.
You said speak to often. How often do we speak?
Well, every time I visit your stream.
And how often do you visit my stream before the incident?
Often. Very often.
Your Honor, I have proof that she does not visit my stream often. You said communicate. How often do we communicate?
Each time I'm in your stream.
Do you like my music, Summer?
The music you play in your stream or the music you created?
Do you like the music I created?
And not particularly, no.
You do not like the music that I created. Your Honor, Exhibit B, I would point that out later on. I don't want to waste my time. Exhibit B will show her rocking out to my music. I will show that later on. Okay, she said she doesn't like my music. I will present that later on. Do you feel you're in danger or need protection from me?
A little bit, yeah.
Why?
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 Because when you found out that I was taking you to court, you did say, oh, I'm going to sue your ass somewhere. You have no idea what you've done. And it made me feel a little bit threatened, actually.
So I didn't actually threaten you.
Well, I did say after this, I'm going to be allowed in your stream again. And you said, I don't know, Summer.
Your Honor, I can approve that that is cap. If she felt threatened for me, I have proof of her sending me her first gift. Your Honor, if you're threatened by someone, so do you make it a habit of visiting people's streams who victimized you?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Because I like, well, I have anxiety, so I feel like I need to go back just in case they hate me a little bit.
Your Honor, she's laughing in court, and this is a serious case.
Was that an objection?
No, I'm just pointing it out to the jurors. Are you a woman of your word?
Yes.
Your Honor, she stated she is a woman of her word. So when you stated you were going to do something, do you always do it?
And that
Your Honor, she interrupted. She was laughing during it.
That was time, defendant. She laughed for 2 seconds. And what does laughing have to do with her abilities to answer the question?
Okay.
That was time.
All right, I can show proof that she
That
was
was
not a woman of her
time.
word. No problem, Your Honor.
I just want to let you know that we are slowly embarking on the opportunity to do closing statement, but prior to closing statement, I will allow you to present whatever evidence you weren't able to present earlier on in case. Plaintiff, if you have any other evidence that you would like to present, please do so.
All of it, or just?
Do you have any other evidence you would like to present, plaintiff?
Yes.
I'm going to allow you that there's only two.
I sent this one, and it is a screenshot of a conversation with me and Donna Cooks, and I said, "Is that my rose?" And you reacted with a laughing face.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. May I see that?
Donna told me to give these roses to you.
Someone collect their wife.
Is that all of your evidence?
Yes.
Thank you. Defendant? You have 2 minutes.
Your Honor, as you can see, once again, it says, Donna told me to give these roses to you, which is proof again. She used one of her evidence as proof that I
want to let
never
you know
presented
that
her
you are
roses.
using up the opportunity to present any more evidence. Do you have any more evidence at hand to present?
I sure do, Your Honor.
What you're stating can be put into your closing statement. Please present your evidence and we can get to your closing statement.
No
Are you ready
problem,
to
Your
proceed?
Honor. No problem, Your Honor. Your Honor, I asked. One second, let me get to it. Your Honor, I asked the defendant, did she like my music? She stated, no, not particularly. And I gotta have it on the TV screen, but I'm gonna take it off. We don't need that. Okay, give me 1 second to play it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the yeah.
Your Honor, she is bopping her head to the music and smiling while listening to my music. Your Honor, I also asked her, give me 1 second. She stated that she was a woman of her word, Your Honor. And I'm going to show you proof that she is not a woman of her word. We're going to go into Exhibit C, Your Honor, and you have it. Exhibit C is a message and a group chat of our late night date night. We all said, thank you, Summer, for allowing us to be in your auction. She wrote, thank you so much. Everyone, I had a great time. Everyone did amazing. Once I have the screen recordings, I'll tag everyone. I appreciate you all. Thank you for making is a great night. Now, I believe she meant making it a great night, but she wrote, thank you for making is a great night. And Your Honor, if you could just confirm Exhibit C, where she did not keep her word, Your Honor.
And that was time.
There is no time for the evidence.
I allowed each party 2 minutes. That was time. I gave her 2 minutes. You also have 2 minutes.
There's no time. You have to present all the evidence. All the evidence have to be shown in court, Your Honor. And I have more evidence.
Are you requesting more time for your evidence?
I am requesting more time for my evidence.
Can I object, Your Honor? She's
We do not
requesting
limit the
more
time of
time
evidence, Your Honor.
every time
Since
she
when do we
spoke.
limit time?
Every time she wants to produce her argument, she requests more time. The time is the time.
Defendant, how many more evidence do you have remaining? Because we do need to get to our closing statement. And
Your
I
Honor,
did state, to be fair, up front, that there was 2 minutes to present additional evidence. You had evidence presented in the beginning, and you also have evidence presented now.
Your Honor, I didn't hear that. And I'm sorry, I would have told you. Typically, we allow all the evidence to be shown.
How much more evidence do you have? Because
Just a few
we
more
don't have
pieces
enough
of
time
evidence, Your Honor.
allotted. You're also taking a lot of time to get to your evidence.
Your Honor,
I'm going to give you another minute to get to your evidence, and then we have to move on to closing statement.
Your Honor, I have video evidence. It's gonna
Okay,
take
and I
longer
just
than
stated
a
I'm going
minute.
to give you another minute to move on to your evidence so we can get to closing statement. And instead of you getting to your evidence, you want to go back and forth with me. So do you want to have a discussion, or do you want to get to your evidence?
Your Honor, I'd like to continue presenting my evidence.
Please proceed.
Evidence D is Summer entering my stream, sending me her first gift. Okay, I'm going to go into the next one.
What's the relevance?
Your Honor, I would also like to point out that her, this is evidence I, which is Glenn Coco said, I did study criminal law. What did you do to my client? So she stated she studied criminal law.
Defendant, can we see the evidence? You're reading it to us, but we're not able to view it. Now we're looking at what?
She stated she studied criminal law, but yet she did not know that you can't lead a witness. She didn't know what leading a witness was earlier.
That was time. And that was time. Okay, we are now in closing statement. Summer, are you ready to present your closing statement?
I am.
You have 5 minutes to do so. Please proceed.
The only purpose of today's trial was to prove that RoleModelFresh gave me a rose that Donna Cooks then posed with on the following day on Instagram. Now, Role Model can say she never gave me it and Donna gave me it, but you'll hear in the evidence when Donna is in the background, she thinks it's justified for me taking Role Model to court today. And that is because RoleModelFresh says, Donna told me to give you this rose. She never said, this rose is from Donna. She says, Donna told me to give you this rose and handed it to me. And then in evidence number 2, you'll see that Role Model actually admits to giving me the rose that Donna Cooks later posed with it on Instagram. And that's all I need to say. So she's guilty, and I'd ask for you to find her guilty.
Does that wrap up your closing statement, Summer?
It does.
Thank you. Defendant,
Sit down.
Are you ready for closing statement?
No, 1 second while I get the dogs in control.
Your time has started.
Dear jurors and everyone in here that's watching, I was brought here today and I am being sued for emotional distress, for heartbreak, for false promise and betrayal. What you have watched today, you would notice that I have never been in an intimate relationship with Summer or had any personal relationships outside of her doing my show and supposedly me giving her advice from time to time. So how can I break her heart? What she presented today showed nothing of false promise. Let me remind you that this is social media. I cannot physically hand her a rose over a device. Please keep that in mind. This is a device. She just stated herself, the purpose of this case was to show that Role Model gave me a rose. There were no evidence that proved that RoleModelFresh gave her a rose. One moment, please. JK, please. Sorry, I had to tell my daughter to walk the dogs. You would see during this case that she showed no evidence of betrayal. Remember, I'm encouraging you to remember what she is suing me for. She is suing me for betrayal. How did I betray you? If your only evidence is you recording in my stream after the fact that you stated to me that you were going to sue me, once again, we all know, Say It With Justice was created by me. I am typically the lawyer in these cases, but I am now here sitting in this seat because she decided to sue me.
You mean a judge?
She decided to sue me. I am asking you to find out, where's the betrayal? There is none. Where's the false promise? I never promised her anything. But in fact, I did show you that she did promise to send us footage. It's funny how she has the footage of me, of this case, but the footage that she promised everyone that was in a late night date night auction, she does not have. Heartbreak. You cannot cut me off during my, Your Honor. Permission to have more time. This is the moment where you cannot speak.
Please allow the defendant to finish.
Heartbreak. Where? I am married. I am in a successful marriage. I run a successful business. Streaming is my life. I've been a content creator for 3.5 years. And to tear down my brand with this foolishness.
Please compose yourself.
Your Honor, you have to allow me. You cannot cut me off, Your Honor.
Please compose yourself.
Your Honor.
Please compose yourself. Proceed.
Emotional distress, heartbreak, false promises, betrayal. Where have you seen it within this case? The lack of evidence is unbearable. I am here to give you the facts. The facts are, I entered into her auction to help her out. Look at some of the names on there. There's not many big names that was in that auction, besides myself and Marty Party. And no offense to anyone that was there, but not everyone dressed up. I went above and beyond to help her during her show, late night, date night. I dressed up for the occasion. I made a gesture that Donna told me to give her a rose. And I said, these roses are for Donna, from Donna. They weren't from me, they were from my wife. Her argument is that I gave her a rose when you hear clearly that my wife gave her a rose. I'm asking you to look at the facts. This is just the bitter woman that, Your Honor, I was cut off by her, Your Honor.
And I gave you an extra 30 seconds.
You did not. The time just went off, Your Honor.
An extra 30 seconds. You see that? I gave you an extra 30 seconds. That was time. Since you want to question me. Okay, jurors. Now is your time to review all evidence and come to a verdict. We are now entering deliberation. Thank you. You can excuse yourself. Deliberation will take about 10 minutes. One moment, guys. Okay, I'm now going to request the reporter to join the box and the plaintiff and the defendant to get ready in case you are found guilty. Thank you, reporter. Top Bad Dimples, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
How are you?
Of course. Hello and happy Friday. This is a phenomenal time. Am behind the box, Judge? Because I'm like, it's bigger. Am I good?
Let me make you a little, let me make you medium. Is
Okay.
that better?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes. Oh my gosh. This is a phenomenal and epic moment. Hello and happy Friday, y'all. This is Say It With Justice, but not only with this is the first time Say It With Justice was presided by yours truly, Donna, Your Honorable Donna Cooks. Let's just give her a round of applause, okay? She just nailed it. Big shout out to the Honorable, yes, Donna Cooks, who presided on today. I'm super excited, you all. My name is Top Badge Dimples, and I'm your court reporter with Say It With Justice, okay? Super excited because this was a crazy case, right? So guess what? We want to have an opportunity this time as an opportunity to go over some of the things that were highlights, the things that were trending, things you just make you go, during the case. So we will be having people request the box, and I will be asking questions to kind of get your take on some things that make you go, So I'm super excited because listen, y'all, oh my gosh. So my question to you all, was this the case of the Forbidden Rose or the Orgasmic Summer? Wow. Oh my gosh. There was some allegations made up in this piece. So listen, let's talk about it. So since we're leading with the Orgasmic Summer, my first question was, did Top Badge Summer seem, according to the video, this is my first question, according to the video, did Top Badge Summer seem orgasmic when Roll was presiding? Did she seem orgasmic? Did she shy away from the camera? Did she smile? Did she seem enthralled, as you would have heard the defendant state and Joe Best state? Was she enthralled? Can someone please request the box to say, hey, let's set off, was this the Forbidden Rose or the Orgasmic Summer? That is my first question. Please request the box. You all, we have been here for over 2.5 hours. Please request the box and answer that question. Was she enthralled? Was she enthralled? Like, does this seem like she was about to have some type of epileptic seizure or cross roll? Did that happen? Okay, do we have someone who is willing to come into the box? You all, we spent over 2 hours here. Do we have someone that's willing to come into the box and just answer the question?
Guys, request the box.
Request the box. I like to know, was she near orgasmic? Was she near orgasm? Like, or was she really hurt? Okay, I see we got no's in the comments. That's fine. I see we got no's in the comments. But I want to be able to ask, was she shy? Was she smiling? Any of that? So we have Cool Breeze. Hey, Cool Breeze, was this the case of the Forbidden Rose or the Orgasmic Summer? From what you saw, thank you so much for buzzing the box. What do you feel? Was this the Orgasmic Summer or the Forbidden Rose? Tell me how you feel.
Well, the way I feel is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, everything was like hitting on that and this and that and the third. That shit was hitting on all cylinders. You feel me?
No, a Cool Breeze. I'm not feeling that Cool Breeze yet. I'm asking, did it seem like Top Badge Summer was about to have an orgasm while she was looking at Top Badge Roll? Do you not understand the question? I asked it like 3 times, sir. I asked, did it seem like she was having an orgasm in the box? Cool Breeze?
You feel me? Like, look.
No, I do not feel it, sir. I'm asking you, was Top Badge Summer feeling doggone Roll? You're not answering the question, but guess what? We got some years. Yo, Cool Breeze, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you, but guess what? We want to be, this is an opportunity to ask some like racy questions or some, make
word is born. Word is born, yo. Like, check this shit out. Hey, yo, Summer got done was got, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying?
Remove the word is born for allegedly. This is not a clout chasing opportunity. This is a chance to ask questions. Thank you so much. So we had a variety. Wolfie, we had a variety of answers in the comments. My question to you, Wolfie, did it appear that she was about to have an orgasm in the box while listening to Role Model Fresh?
I don't think that she was, but I do think that the judge definitely was more orgasmic.
Okay, so thank you so much. Please be respectful to the judge, to this courtroom as well, okay? I asked specifically about Top Badge Summer, not your Honorable Donna Cooks, okay? Zena don't give a F. How we doing? So listen, my next question, hold on, listen, we're going to keep it moving. My next question was, hey, there was a twist. I'm not sure, oh my gosh, were we surprised when we saw Top Badge Medusa? Listen, I love me some Top Badge Medusa. What was your commentary when you saw Top Badge Medusa be a defense? What did you think when you saw Top Badge Medusa come into the defense for Top Badge Summer? Did you expect it? Was it a twist?
I like Medusa, but I just feel like he should take the M out of his name, though, because, like, how is you supporting Roll, but then, like, you got the M in your name? Like, I just feel like that was such, like, I just feel like that was just so, like, fucked up, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, how can you say, you know, like, you fuck with Roll, but then you're going to sit there and have Summer's back? Like, that was really messed up.
Now, let me ask you a question. Thank you so much, Zena. Do you think that may have been an opportunity? Now, according to Top Badge Medusa, he has a master's, he has a degree in psychology. Was that not an opportunity for him to be able to say what his repertoire was or his educational background? Do you think that's more towards his educational background as opposed to being against the models?
I'm going to be honest with you. When he was talking, he looked like he was reading off a piece of paper. It didn't really look like he really knew what he was saying. So I don't even know if that piece of paper is real.
Okay, wow. So we got a lot of turmoil in the comments. According to Joe Best, he's Oppie. Unfortunately, Zena, don't give an F, thinks that he may have been reading from the comments. Guess what? Top Badge Medusa he was able to satisfy that he does have a degree in psychology, it did have a purview in this case. If we're going to be fair to Medusa, whether he's a model or not, he does have a degree in which would allow him to really speak on that or not. Scrappy Doo, how you doing?
About robbing me.
Scrappy Doo, music off. Thank you so much. So listen, you all, can we be fair to, listen, Top Badge Medusa, guess what? He continues to be here and he continues to receive the support from the model family. I understand that you all may
If you are going to get in the box, please be prepared to answer the question the reporter is asking. This is not time to advertise your still music. Okay, so let's proceed.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So listen, are we being fair? Listen, I support both families. We want to make sure we're fair to Top Badge Medusa because he does have the credentials. He does have the credentials. So we want to make sure we're being fair to him as well. Oh my goodness. Question. Yo, what about the twist? What about the twist that we had Top Badge Summer was alleged to be one of the victims against Medusa, and that this was a coup? Do y'all remember that twist in which it was a twist in which there was a coup that Top Badge Summer had just got out of the claim against? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? It was saying that Top Badge Summer and Medusa were in cahoots. Did y'all believe that? Do y'all remember that twist? Medusa is for the streets. Yes. No, I don't need Ritalin. You understand? This is saying with justice. I'm saying my dog on chest today. Listen, the fact is, you all, we are here on a pivotal moment. We have Top Badge Role Model Fresh, who, again, let's talk about her ability. Let's talk about Top Badge Role Model Fresh's ability to defend herself. What do we think about that defense? Let's look at it, right? Do we think Top Badge, who typically is the honorable Top Badge Role Model Fresh, do we think that Role Model Fresh brought it? Do we think that she was able to, and I want to hear your opinions, do you think that she was able to bring it in communicating and effectively bringing it today? Was it fake tears and manipulation, or was it her ability to make sure her point was heard? Who feels as though she represented herself in the best way and has a case and a chance of winning? Who feels that? Roll is not guilty. Let you request the box. Tell me how you felt that Roll defended herself. Can we have someone request the box? Do you think that she can win with her presentation of the facts today? Can she win? Roll did amazing. Can she win? Roll's a good actress. Does that make her a good defense attorney for herself? Does it? Yes. Okay, so listen, besides that, listen, do we have another opportunity to be able to say, hey, is it believable? Let's look at this, right? We have Kim Kai, right? And we have Joe Bess. They are friends of each of the defendants. Do we believe their testimonies? Do we believe their testimony, or do we believe that they were only arguing for their sides, their biased views? Someone was fanning out. Oh, well, let's talk about it. Who thinks that Summer was fanning out? Because clearly in her fanning out, she allegedly said she did not like Roll's music particularly. What did y'all think when she said she did not like Roll's music and was bobbing up and bobbing down? What was y'all feelings about that?
You were amazing as always. Thank you so much. Deliberation is now over. Thank you so much for joining us today. Guys, I want to let you know that deliberation is now over. There is a verdict, and I just want to remind all parties that you have to be ready to pay your dues if you are found guilty or not guilty. Well, guilty, of course. Can I have the former request the box, please? Okay, Juror 1. Can all parties also request the box? Thank you, Juror 1. Give me one moment, please. Let me let the plaintiff and defendant back in the box. Plaintiff, where are you? Hello, Juror 1.
Aye.
You are representatives of representing the foreman today. Are we at a verdict?
Yes.
Are you ready to present such verdict?
Yes. We, the jury,
Find that the defendant, Role Model Fresh, is not guilty.
Guilty.
Yes. Due to we feel as though that she is suing the wrong person. So that's
Thank you
it.
so much for your time, Jura. Thank you. You can make this. Plaintiff, you've heard the verdict. Although you may be unsatisfied with the verdict, I need to remind you that now is the opportunity and the time to pay your dues. Are you ready to do so?
Yeah, can I come back in a minute?
How much time do you need?
Just 1 minute.
Time will be granted. In that time, I will allow the defendant to state anything that they need to state. You can excuse yourself, plaintiff. And I'm going to put 1 minute on the time. Defendant, is there anything you would like to state or say? Defendant, is there anything you would like to say or state?
I would just like to give the honor to God, who see all things and know that I was innocent. I want to thank everybody who believed in me. I want to thank the jurors. Jurors, thank you for actually really listening, actively listening to this case and finding me not guilty on all of those charges. I do understand, in life, as me being a celebrity on this app, that I'm going to have a lot of fans and they're going to love me. But if you love someone and you claim they're your friend and you love them, don't take them to court. Don't take them to court. If you wanted to bond with me, there's other ways we can bond. But I'm glad that y'all seen justice for Role Model Fresh. 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 Does the news reporter got questions for me?
News reporter, do you have a couple of questions while we give the plaintiff time to get ready?
Thank you, guys.
Top
Thank
Badge
you, guys.
Dimples? Yes, you do. Thank you so much, Top Badge Dimples.
One, congratulations on this unanimous decision. I mean, on this effort that you put forth. I mean, literally, you were able to humbly, and I say humbly, step down from that Your Honor judge up there and really be able to humble yourself to this court. So I want to say big shout out to you because Your Honor, oh my gosh, she gave you the biz naive, and she did a phenomenal job at being professional. So big shout out to you for being super humble and allowing her to preside over this courtroom, and you had that humility because your heart came out a couple times. So good job. My question to you, how did you feel about her, Top Badge Summer, just saying that she did not like your music particularly? How did that strike you? You've been a successful artist and just people just bang into your music. How did you feel when she said she didn't like your music particularly?
I felt like Top Badge Summer was eventually going to show her true colors, in which she did. I can tell just by the way she looks at me and stuff. And I actually watched the video over and over and over again and asked a couple of people, what did they think about it? And everyone said the same thing. I do believe there is an issue with Summer, but I am not the issue. So I knew eventually she'll slip up and make a mistake, and that was it right there. I know she loves my music. She knows the words.
Yeah. One of the last questions I have for you is regarding Top Badge Medusa. Top Badge Medusa, which I understand is like a brother to you. How did it make you feel when he arrived as a witness for the plaintiff? What was your visceral feelings when you said Top Badge Medusa? What was your thoughts when he was called to the stand as a witness against you on the other side?
News reporter Dimples, once a traitor, always a traitor. There is always members in your family that that you know you can't trust, and he's just one of them. He's exactly who he say he is, a snake.
Ooh, okay. Okay, but Top Badge Medusa, we're gonna rethink those snakes, okay? Because they may not go good with the repertoire right now. But Top Badge Medusa is definitely still to be supported by the models and stuff like that. Thank you so much for your effort and congratulations on the win. Great job.
Thank you, Top Badge Dimples, and that is time. I will ask that all defendant, you can excuse yourself for the moment. I will ask that all jurors request their box. I need to make sure this was a unanimous decision, and I would like to hear everyone's response to the verdict. All jurors, please request a box. How was your ruling on this case, Juror 1?
Not guilty.
Thank you. Juror 3, how was your ruling on this case?
Not guilty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Juror 2, how was your ruling on this case?
Not guilty.
Thank you. Juror 6, how are you? How was your ruling on this case?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Juror 2, I don't know why she was let in, but my verdict is not guilty.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Plaintiff? Hello, plaintiff. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you very much. I'm going to give you the big
Stop
box.
laughing at me, role model. Alexa, play Want to Be a Model by RoleModelFresh.
Please want to be a model by RoleModelFresh on Amazon Music.
Let me get my microphone real quick, please. Wanna be a model, wanna be a model. Suck a dick and swallow. Winning all the battles, cause I can take movies to everyone. Wanna be a model. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I'm the untrustworthy model. Never be a model, cause she gives fake roses to all the people in the comments. She plays Summer, it's her option. I don't wanna be a model. Yeah. Role model plays me. This court was fixed. Yeah. That's one of the rest of the words. Suck a dick and swallow. Role model plays me. Give me 3 cents, yes, cause you get roses to people on your right. You please me. I'm not one of your favorite people. Listen all the battles, cause I won't send your vibes anymore. Yeah. I don't want to be your favorite bitch. Yeah. Role model plays me for a rose. She said it was for me. This court is fixed. Yeah. Hit me with a follow. Unfavorite role model, cause she lies about the rose in court today. Yeah. You're not on my level. Wanna be a model, don't be part of the models, cause she'll give you a rose and take away the follow. She doesn't win all our battles.
favorite model.
She's not my favorite model. Medusa, you're my favorite model. Yeah.
I'm your favorite model.
You're not my favorite model. Well,
I got proof of that too.
Thank you,
Summer, I got
Top
proof
Bad
that I am your
Summer.
favorite
Thank
model.
you. The case has been adjourned. There's no more proof needed or evidence needed. Thank you, Top Bad Summer,
I love
for being
you,
a good
Donna.
sport. We
Roll, I
appreciate
won't
you.
forgive you.
You were amazing. You were amazing. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I know it was a little long, but I appreciate everyone being patient, especially the jurors. Jurors, thank you so much for allotting us 2 days of your time. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be with us. Now, can you all do me a favor? I need you guys to fave all of the jurors. Also fave Top Badge Summer, Top Badge Role Model, fave Dimples. Jurors, can you all please put a 1 in the comments so everyone can give you a fave? Thank you so much for your time, guys. Come on. Put the 1 in the comments so you get that extra fave. Y'all need it. I know you need it. Come on. Hello. Okay, Top Badge. Okay, juror. I said jurors. Medusa, that was not you. Dimples, put that 1 so they could get you, so you could get that fave. And guys, again, thank you so much. I guess this is the time where I can let everyone in so you can give your, feedback and everything. So let me just open up the box. And guys, again, thank you so much. This was a long one, right, guys? I know it was a long one, but I hope I was a fair judge. And it was up to the jurors to give the verdict.